I always say that Generation Z, the digital natives, we've grown up in a world unlike anything that we've ever seen before. Like for me, Wi-Fi hit the mainstream when I was in primary school. The first iPhone came out when I was in year 2, and Facebook hit 1 billion monthly active users before I was old enough to get Facebook. So like our generation, we think about the world so differently. We solve challenges so differently. And we find for our corporate partners, when they pitch challenges that they're really facing for our students have got some really out of the box solutions for them. And within those out of the box solutions, there are some real nuggets of gold. For me, like starting my business in year 9, I found myself through high school, like running a tech business whilst also studying technology and business. And I found there was a really big disconnect between what was actually happening in the industry and what was happening in the classroom. After graduating, we started getting out there, working with a lot of students, and we had a number of different organizations approach us saying, we want to get in touch with students, but we just don't know how. Like the education system, it's so strange, we don't know how to get into it. And we're like, well, we've got this awesome network of schools that are always looking at how we can make education, like we always talk about the 3 R's of education, being real, relevant, and relatable. Schools and teachers looking for that. And we had all these corporate partners looking at how they could do that. So for us, it's typically through a lot of our innovation camps. They started with our school holiday programs about 18 months ago, where we were able to bring students into these different industry partners' head offices and show them the different career pathways they didn't know they could have inside these organizations. We'd bring them into the Virgin offices and say to them, like, what sort of roles do you think there are inside an airline? And you hear the kids say pilot, flight attendant, ground crew. But then you bring down the revenue management team, bring across the product team, the operations team, the customer service team, and show them all these different career pathways they didn't know they could have. The awesome thing is we've seen from a bunch of our corporate partners, they're actually implementing the ideas our students are coming up with, which has just been absolutely amazing.
Scott, just building on what you're saying, and it also enables a two-way conversation. So it's not to push down into pipeline or pushing up, but it's really saying, connecting the generations and the diversity that the workforce is really requiring now to solve some of the complex challenges. It's exactly what we need. Companies like yours and certainly our working girl world with design thinking challenges, same thing. Bring it in, get young people to think about it, because they're the ones who will inherit that problem and take that solution into the world that will be theirs.
And the fact that you guys can share that information online and with community is really important, because not everyone gets the opportunity and the chance to do that either out of school or in school as well. So the fact that you're providing opportunities like this is absolutely fantastic, and it's really what we need in this time, especially for the future jobs out there.